This is how to create a killer YouTube video to blow up your channel.
Countless small channels are blowing up on YouTube right now.
It isn't luck.
Your channel will explode and you'll become a millionaire.
It's much easier to get 5 million views on one video than 50,000 views on 100 videos. It takes way less effort to get 5 million views on one video.
YouTube has never been as competitive as it is today. Odds are there are channels in your niche that you're competing with that have hundreds of thousands or even millions of subscribers. So can you still be successful on YouTube in 2025? Yes, as long as you take action on the lessons you're gonna learn in this video and avoid the mistake I'm gonna tell you at the end. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Brandon, and this is Creator Fueled, the channel where I help people like you build an online, freedom-fueled business. So what must you do if you want to blow up your YouTube channel in 2025? Well, here's what YouTube experts are saying. Let's start with the good news.
YouTube has made an update to their algorithm, and they're intentionally promoting new channels. In fact, Todd Burpray, one of the YouTube top guys, actually confirmed this publicly. He said that they have a dedicated team whose only job is to help small creators get discovered.
In this video, Jason Lee asserts that YouTube is on easy mode, but does that mean that it's actually true? Is Jason Lee right? Has YouTube all of a sudden shifted their algorithm to favor smaller channels, maybe like you? Well, here's what a YouTube executive had to say on a recent vidIQ video.
The YouTube algorithm isn't against you.
We don't have creator objectives in our recommendation system. Like, we're not trying to get creators to upload more often, serve one creator segment over another. It's creator agnostic. Give the viewers what they want.
What he's basically saying is what Dan the creator said so succinctly on one of his videos.
To beat the algorithm, you need to avoid focusing on the algorithm too much. You need to swap the word algorithm with the word audience.
Did you catch what he said? Ignore the algorithm and focus on a different word. Audience. Focus on the audience. Because the YouTube algorithm, truthfully, is all about the audience. Just look at this YouTube retention expert extraordinaire Mario's post on X and look at what he says as he exposes the all-mysterious YouTube algorithm. Many believe that when a video was uploaded to YouTube, the algorithm would test it with a group of people. Then, based on the test results, it would either continue to push the content or stop recommending it. However, this idea has flaws and doesn't reflect how the algorithm truly works. It's a bit more complex. Here's what's really going on. User profiling. As people browse and watch videos on YouTube, the platform gathers data on each user. It builds a profile based on what they like, when they watch, how often they watch, and many other details. In other words, it's all about the audience. This builds out personalized recommendations. Then, instead of trying to push videos to random audiences, YouTube uses the data to predict what content a viewer would enjoy when they log in. As the guys at vidIQ point out,
your watch history is what dictates this, along with some other things that the YouTube algorithm is tracking on you as an individual viewer. The average amount of time you're watching per video, the type of device you're using, the location you're in, the language preferences you have, and engagement metrics. How often do you like a video? How often do you comment? Do you ever click the share button and actually text a video to a friend or family member?
If you're anything like me and you watch consistently certain things on certain days and on certain devices on YouTube, you know that YouTube knows exactly what you want before you even get there. Because as soon as you pull up YouTube, like for me, on Sundays, I will sit down at my couch in my family room and pull up the Roku, pull up YouTube, and right there, instantly, it knows what I want. Because on Sunday nights, I watch... What you want? What you gonna do? One more highlight of his point. If there's one takeaway, here it is this. Make videos that people will want to watch and let the algorithm do the rest. So if you want to blow up your channel in 2025, you need to remember these three things. Number one, YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube because when they do, YouTube makes more money. And so do you. Number two, people want to watch videos that either entertain them or educate them or both. And number three, with all that said, the best way to grow on YouTube is to deeply serve your target audience. But it's not that simple, right? Well, yes and no. There's still 5 things you need in order to succeed on YouTube that our friend Ali Abdal points out.
And a fun thing to do would be to take your YouTube channel, assuming you have one, and show it to a few people and just ask at first glance, does it look amateur or does it look professional? This is a fun thing that I like to do when I'm giving talks about growing on YouTube, when I'm doing live sessions for my YouTuber Academy, when I'm giving talks in real life. If someone asks a question about, hey, why isn't my channel growing? with their permission, I'll often like try and share it on the screen, and I'll just ask everyone in the chat or people in the audience, who thinks this is amateur, who thinks this is professional? And immediately, within a millisecond, people can tell, oh, this looks professional versus, this kind of looks a bit crap. And the key point here, which is the first sign of potential in smaller YouTube channels, is how good does the packaging look?
So what do you need? A good sign that you're going to have success in 2025 is to get really good at packaging your thumbnail and your title. You've heard this 1,000 times, but it really is true. Now, after someone clicks on your video to watch it, you need this next thing, a great hook. Specifically,
how much effort goes into the first 30 seconds? This is sometimes referred to as the hook. I personally like to think of it as the promise.
He even gives this very practical tip when it comes to editing and how much time to spend on each part.
Let's say it takes you, 4 hours to edit a video if you're doing your own editing. I would say probably 2 of those hours should be on the first minute of the video. And probably 1 of those hours just on the first 30 seconds, because those first 30 seconds are disproportionately valuable and disproportionately leveraged in that just more people are going to see those first 30 seconds than are going to watch the second half of your video.
He also gave this insight, and I thought it was such an unlock for me personally, is he recommends filming the hook at the end of your filming session. By then, you know exactly what your video is, you know exactly the promise that you're offering, and you know exactly whether or not you actually fulfilled that promise. So filming the hook, the beginning, the first 30 seconds at the end, is a game changer. Why didn't I think of that? The third thing Ali points out is having a clear value proposition. My name's Brandon. On this channel, I help people like you build an online freedom-fueled business. You know who I am, you know what I do, and who it's for. So in your videos, do you know, obviously you know your name, but do you know who your videos are for? And do you know what you're going to help them do? The fourth sign that Ali sees as a sign that you're going to experience YouTube success in 2025 is that you have an unfair advantage. Something that about you is not easily duplicated or copied by someone else. It's something unique about you that you leverage for your good on your YouTube channel. For example, Ali was a medical student at Cambridge. He leveraged that in his early days of YouTube, and he was a medical doctor. He leveraged that right before he went full-time on YouTube. So his angles to the subjects he was talking about came from his unfair advantage of being a doctor. Not many people know doctors. Not many people get to hear doctors talk about random things like productivity, but he used that as an unfair advantage for himself. My friend Lane Sebring, he's an online business owner that regularly makes $30,000 in a month, and he even moved himself and his family to their dream location, and they live there now full-time, all because of his online business. And so his success is his unfair advantage. He's done this, he's exceeded where many people are, and he's able to help people like you and me along the way. Another example is Ed from Creator Booth. He's a master storyteller, he's a master filmmaker, and he uses that as his unfair advantage in all of the videos he creates. He is a wizard at filmmaking. In fact, Ed says this, the thing we're talking about right now, is the best way to blow up your business on YouTube in 2025.
By working out how to create your own unfair advantage so you can actually compete against the top 1% and everybody else.
And my favorite takeaways from Ed's video that specifically apply to this are these two things. To create an unfair advantage, cater to people just like you. One of the best ways to have success, especially when you are teaching somebody something on YouTube, is by teaching the version of yourself from 5 years ago, from 2 years ago, from 3 years ago. Take what you've learned between that point and now and teach them. Walk with them. You don't have to be an expert. Just show them what you've learned. And the second thing is to create your own unique style. You might like a variety of different YouTubers and the ways they do things and the specific things that they do. Take all those things and combine them into one unique one unique channel that can't be duplicated. And the fifth thing Ali points out is consistency and enjoyment. He makes the case that discipline will not take you where you want to go when it comes to YouTube. You've got to enjoy the process. And I love these two questions he asks.
And 2 practical questions that I ask myself very often when it comes to things I'm struggling with my YouTube channel, my creator business, managing my team, any of that kind of stuff, is 2 things. Number 1, what would this look like if it were easy? And number 2, what would this look like if it were fun?
Now, before we get to the mistake you must avoid, let's make sure that we remember all our lessons. YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube because when they do, YouTube makes more money and so do you. People want to watch videos that educate them or entertain them or both. So the best way to grow on YouTube is to deeply serve your target audience with content that they will love. And how do you do that? Our friend Ali helped us out. 5 things: great packaging, great hooks, clear value proposition, have an unfair advantage, and be consistent and enjoy the process. Now, the biggest mistake you could make as you endeavor to grow on YouTube in 2025 is to wait for your channel to blow up before you set up your business for success. Because if you're anything like me, you're not on YouTube just to make videos. You're on YouTube to grow your business. And if that's you, I've got two things for you. First, it's my 7-day Build Your Online Business Challenge that I'm inviting you to join right now. Go to creatorfuel.net/challenge, and I'll help you go from no idea to a clear idea, knowing your target audience, knowing how you're going to create content, what you're going to create the content for, and who you're seeking to serve with what you know, what you're interested in, what you're passionate about, and what you're skilled in. And you'll walk away with a full content strategy for you to leverage in 2025 and beyond. Go to creatorfuel.net/challenge to join the 7-day Build Your Online Business Challenge. And secondly, the good news is you don't need a huge YouTube channel to make tens of thousands of dollars from it. Instead, you just need the right strategy. To get that and learn how I made $48,000 from a small YouTube channel, check out this video. I'll see you there. Peace.